Hey, what up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you this afternoon. Good little wrestling day today. I believe it's the 12th of January. If not, it's somewhere around there. One way or another, today is Monday Night Raw. It's going to be coming down tonight to be the big one. Lots of stuff. Everybody's talking about the Royal Rumble coming up around the corner, and they're going to be in New Orleans, the home of WrestleMania 30. I was lucky enough to be there. Daniel Bryan will be in attendance, more likely finding out who his challenger is going to be for SmackDown this week, and also Brock Lesnar will be returning. Both of these guys had big moments at WrestleMania 30, of course, with Brock Lesnar beating the Streak and Daniel Bryan beating Triple H, and then going on and beating Randy Orton and Batista in the main event to become the World Heavyweight Champion, and walking out of there being the stud. But Brock is going to be showing up on the show tonight. He hasn't been on in, I think, 2 weeks, because I don't think he was there last week. But we're going to see what Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman have to say about Seth Rollins being added to the championship match. Honestly, it does stack the deck against John Cena, having two heels in there against one babyface. But it also, goes against the, I guess you can say, pact that Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman have, where basically Heyman protected Seth Rollins inside of the steel cage match. Brock Lesnar coming down, fucking some shit up. And then it was like, was this planned? Was this not planned? It looked like Seth Rollins was going to become a Paul Heyman guy, but then just Heyman didn't show up anymore. I guess you could say. Sort of makes it seem like Rollins is still with him. I remember back when the match for SummerSlam first got set up, was basically Triple H trying to find out who the number one contender was going to be. Was it going to be Randy Orton? Was it going to be Roman Reigns? But these guys, they couldn't stop, fighting amongst each other. And then also, I think Seth Rollins was even in the mix at that time as well. But, it was Paul Heyman who walked down and basically said, I have the answer to your problems. And I said that when Triple H shook Paul Heyman's hand and made Brock Lesnar the number one contender, it was going to end the problems that the Authority had. Was that basically they were trying to get the championship off of John Cena. There is a lot of money to be made with John on top. That was the one reason with the Survivor Series match that they basically said, hey, we're going to fire your team. We're not going to fire you because there's a lot of money to be made with John Cena, but we're going to let everybody else go. So I don't know. I've never really got the answer of why Triple H doesn't want Cena to be the champion, other than he just doesn't like the guy. I guess you can say he was calling Cena out, saying that he wasn't a nice guy. He didn't stick up for his friends. That's something that they've been sort of pointing out since the build to Survivor Series, with him not coming out to help Swagger, and then also Rowan, Ziggler, and Ryback all getting beaten down, and Cena was nowhere to be found. Even when Edge was being held down, it was like Cena was like way out. Maybe he was even like at the bar across the street getting a beer and had to run in. It took so long for Cena to come down and help Edge. But I don't know, Brock being there tonight, what's he going to do? Is he going to call out Rollins and basically tell the Authority to, basically better fall in line, that they can be in this match, Rollins can be in the main event, but, when it comes down to it, that he's walking out the champion because he is the best there is. When this match was named, I had a coin flip on whether if they were going to keep the belt on Cena or if they were going to have it on Lesnar. Immediately when Rollins was named into this match, there was a lot of people out there basically saying that this was a match that Rollins was going to walk out the champion. All I know is that, making this a three-way instead of a two-way, I know that this is probably the match they take the championship off of Brock Lesnar. It opens up, WrestleMania 31 to have a bigger match. Maybe you can bring, Rock in and do Brock versus Rock as sort of like a celebrity bring him up match. And then you don't have to worry about, Brock Lesnar playing politics with the belt at WrestleMania 31, saying that he doesn't want to lose because he's about to head off to UFC and it doesn't want to hurt his value. Maybe, WWE's getting cold feet about that, but I don't know. Since this has been named a three-way, I've had my money on John Cena winning this match. I think this is a way that you can sort of either bring Sting in, or you can just have John Cena overcome the Authority and have that hot minute where it seems that he's beat the game, and see where you go from there. So we'll see what's going down with Brock on Raw tonight, but more than likely I'm going to be thinking that he's going to be pissed off that basically Rollins is moving in on his territory. Peace out, everybody. 5 minutes of fun. See you guys down the road.